Now let's go check out Paul's reply, and it's called Too Many People. So here goes.
Your first mistake. You took your lucky break and broke it in two. Now what can be done for you? You broke it in two. Too many people sharing party lines. Too many people never sleeping late. Too many people paying parking fines. Too many hungry people losing weight. That was your first mistake. You took your lucky break and broke it in two. Now what can be done for you? You broke it in two.
Can anybody tell me what he said? You know, the very, very first line. You know, I couldn't hear that. It was hardly audible. Yeah. So maybe if you had the album and the lyrics was there, maybe you can tell me what he said in the very first line. So far, it's just as I thought it would be. I didn't think Paul was going to be as direct as John was. You know, I thought he'll be subtle, and that's exactly what he's done here. I can see a few references here, you know, that references to John, like for example when he said you had a lucky break and you broke it in two, and I think what he was saying there was he and John, you know, they had a lucky break, you know, they became songwriters, they were one, and John broke it in two. You know, like I said to you, it's not as obvious, and it's very subtle. And some can even say he wasn't talking about John, but it's not as vicious as John Lennon's version. But anyway.
Don't let them tell
it's a shame, because both songs are so good. They're so good musically. And nice guitar solo at the end. Like I said, it's a shame that that this two beautiful, musical experience had to be soiled by this rift amongst these two. I wouldn't even call them. I wouldn't call them friends. I'd call them brothers. Paul McCartney is my favorite Beatle, but musically, I prefer the version of John Lennon. I thought the music was just gorgeous, and lyrically, I think I prefer Paul's version. So, but as a whole, I think both songs had fantastic music, and it's just a shame, that this had to happen. I think Paul took some jabs, but they're very, very subtle jabs, and some might even say, oh, he wasn't talking about John. He was just like, that's just like a general song. But I think not. But in John's case, you cannot say that. The only thing that he didn't do in that song was to say Mr. Paul McCartney. Crazy. And things that Paul said when he was saying things like party lines and stuff, I think he was talking about coke. Too many people never sleeping late. I think that's a reference to John as well, because that, it's been said that, he sleeps a lot, he's always sleeping, and then when it talks about also like people losing weight, I wouldn't be surprised if that was about John as well, because when there was a time when, apparently John lost a lot of weight when he was on drugs, so I think he took his jabs, and when he talked about too many people preaching, I think he was talking about John and Yoko, with all their peace, all the peace campaign and all that, So yeah, I think he took his jabs, but it was very subtle, and you had to read between the lines to figure it out, But it wasn't the case with John, And I think that also reflects on the personalities of both men, One is like very direct and brash and doesn't know how to like how to bite his tongue. He speaks his mind right away and tells how he feels, whilst the other one is more diplomatic, and subtle. Who is who. Anyway, I hope, I wouldn't say I hope you enjoyed that, because I'm sure most of you have heard the song before, but for those of you who haven't, I hope you enjoyed it, I enjoyed the music. I'm not sure about the lyrics if I enjoyed it, because like I said to you, I think it was sad for that to happen. But it's done, and you cannot turn it back, you can't take it back. It's done, and it's part of history. And it's just good to know that both men made up before the death of John. That's all I can say. So I hope you enjoyed this once again. And for those of you who are here on my channel for the first time, I welcome you, and sorry that the welcome was so wasn't done like in a more composed way, but I was very hyped up to go and listen to this song. So I hope you enjoyed yourself. I hope you come back again. I hope you become part of the family. And to the family, thank you guys as always for sharing my videos, for supporting, for coming to the channel. The constructive criticisms and and all the recommendations. It's all appreciated. So take care, guys, and I shall see you at the next stop. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't.